Guys, congratulations on the film.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I watched it the other day. I don't think I've been quite as moved by a film for a long while. So, you know, it's always nice to mix emotions. You know, one week you can sit and watch Marvel, the next week you can sit and watch your wonderful film. I just wondered for you both, what was the kind of genesis of this one? How long have you been wanting to get this one onto the screen?
Actually, it's a pretty quick project, but I mean, we share an experience about a miscarriage, which is far from the movie, but I was asked from a Polish theater to do something, and when I'm looking for material, and I read some fragments of dialogue in Kata's notebook, then I understand that in between a mother and a daughter, that was really shocking for me, because that was like, oh my goodness, this is exactly what we are not talking about, because we never talked about it before, what's happened with us. So I encourage Kata to write a play for the Polish stage about our kind of personal experience. Of course, we did a big research, and you went to Berlin, you remember? And you did the play there. So, and that's the evolution.
So because I so much wasn't sure if this very tiny personal story is enough. And I think, a little bit afraid of going there. So I think I was fearful, and I had to go away, and I had to dig deeper. And therefore, this became like a therapy for me somehow, a way I could talk about something that I would otherwise not dare to, or I would not go there intentionally.
Yeah,
like play, it was shocking. You know, it was such a perspective, such emotional as well, which was also a taboo to be emotional. So I was like, no question, I want to do this.
Yeah, and I was going to say, actually, one of my questions was it kind of cathartic now that you've done it and people have seen it and people have responded to it, that's just added to the kind of cathartic response that you've had since you've made it and now people have seen it?
Yeah, very much so. But it was so much not obvious from the beginning. So it was just, you know, dealing with something that you felt it is a taboo. But now, like, receiving like people's feedback and telling their own stories, like they come forward with so many different stories. Also, like reading the statistics, like every fourth pregnancy and in miscarriage or stillbirth, or, you know, and like different stories, but it's still in the same realm of, you know, something that we hardly talk about.
And for me, it's also like what is amazing, that we break our silence, and that was exactly the personal reason. But we break silence about a taboo, and we're focusing on the inner journey of a woman and how she triumphs above grief, and that's our story.
Yeah, in terms of the obviously there's the scene that everyone is obviously talking about, and it's a technical triumph. I have to admire everything you did with that. Did you, as a director, did you go back and look at what people had done before? Obviously, we've seen things in obviously Birdman most recently, where the whole film was in seemingly one take. Did you go back and kind of learn from that, or did you think, right, if we're going to do this, I'm going to just learn?
It's a good question, you know, who learned by whom, but you know, we have a huge tradition. We are in Eastern Europe, so the long shots are coming from Eastern Europe. So we have great masters like Angelopoulos, Béla Tarr, Jancsó, and also I did a movie which was like one takes in 2005 called Joanna, which was not in a Hollywood grace, but at least I felt this is also me and part of mine. So definitely I get inspired more from the film history than the recent movies are using long shots. But what is special for me, the long shots is not representing real time. Our long shot is representing compressed reality. And that was kind of new for me as well, because it's not as much for the whole long shot form Born, which is born for real time. So it was like a little bit like a manifesto, and of course that was very important to me to end it up there. And but I like long shots, but sometimes it can be very narcissistic. So I'm not using all the time, you know, because it feels a bit like too like a sculpture, and you're watching the form, but not the inner meaning. So whatever. So that's my answer.
Which take made it to the film? I presume you did multiple takes. Which one did you end up going for?
Actually, that was the last one for the first day.
Okay.
And that's the fourth take. Yeah.
The first take. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you learnt by doing, as it were.
And you have enough fruitful mistakes as well in it.
Yes, exactly. Guys, thank you so much for your time. Absolute pleasure talking to you. Congratulations on the film. And yeah, hopefully, awards may come. We'll see in the next few months. But good luck with everything.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yeah.
Nice.
Hey,